Hello everybody, Will Swaggins here. We're back with it. Today we're doing a Kane run because I haven't played Kane in a while and I realized, wait a minute, he's my favorite character. Why are we not playing him? So that's what we're doing today. How is everyone's day been? Hopefully it's been pretty good. I don't know. I figured let's do a Kane run. He's fun. He's a good character. He's got the lucky foot. He's got the paper clip. He's got the good stats. Don't look down on it. I mean, the 420 damage, the high tier rate. Okay, high tier rate. That's now you're just making stuff up, Bill. That's not high tier rate, but he's good. You know what I'm saying? Stream on Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm streaming ultra hard on Tuesday, so come check it out. It's the big day. We will get it done on that day. If I don't, I will probably scream so loudly you'll hear it across the entire fucking globe, but you'll know then that I didn't do it because you'll hear that, so don't worry about that. You'll know regardless. Oh wait, his tears go through the barrels? Has that always been the case? Yeah, it's got to have been. I just wasn't expecting his tears to go through the TNT barrel and hit me. I wasn't ready for that. So I have a topic for today because low-key this rage baited the hell out of me, and I say I'm gonna try and be as nice as I can, but dude, this was some shenanigans. So this is about Mugenics, kind of also about Isaac as well. So recently I was perusing the subreddit of Mugenics. I'm like an obsessed ex, you know. Maybe I hate Mugenics, but I can't stop looking from a distance at it. So I perused the subreddit, right? And I recently encountered this post. It was a day or two ago. I don't remember the exact time. A day or two ago. And topic. So this topic came up where it was an Edmund ass comment, but from Tyler, who is, you know, the co-creator of Mugenics. Like, imagine like Tyrone at this point, and what he is to Isaac, that's what Tyler is to Mugenics, essentially. He's the coder and stuff, dude. So, you know, basically, Edmund's the idea guy. Tyler's the actual guy who codes the game. So, point being, double item room, by the way. Point being, Tyler made this comment. So someone asked this comment. I have it pulled up, by the way. I have it pulled up because I'm not going to mess up any paraphrasing stuff here because you're not going to catch my ass like drawing any, like, you know, false implications or anything. Because listen, someone that wants to defend this, here we go, man. Someone wants to defend this, here we go, man. So a commenter on I think it's Twitter. I have no idea, guys. I don't use social media that much. Reddit is like the big one I use. So he asked, is the persuasion device not showing up again if lost in the first quest a bug or a feature? Trying to find out if my save is fucked or if it will be patched. So guys, what the persuasion device is, there are challenges in Mugenics. They're called side quests. It's basically what challenges are in this game, except you can only do them once as far as I'm aware, and the items you get from them also don't appear in your future fucking runs, which is stupid. At least from what I experienced. Maybe there are some future ones where you get the future items. I don't know. I have no idea. But Tyler says persuasion device is only one time only because it's trivially easy as an introduction to the side quest items. And I don't think I need to tell you. That's a dumbass thing to say. Because if it is so trivially easy, Mr. Tyler, why the fuck do you have a guy here who failed it, right? So, first and foremost, no, it is not trivially easy. Because first and foremost, or second most, I guess in this case, your game has a bunch of bullshit to it that are the event systems, essentially. And they completely fuck random runs at entirely random points. Because it doesn't matter if you're on a side quest, it's not scripted. You could get an event that gives your cat fucking madness or some shit, or a parasite that just fucking ruins the run, right? And forgive my language, but this is like Edmunds saying ultra hard isn't supposed to be fun ass comment. Like, this is genuinely like you're out of touch and you need to look inwards. You need to look inwards because that is a dumbass thing to say. So, the commenter follows up by saying, any thoughts on putting it back into the pool for dumb fucks like myself? I mean, this guy's even self-deprecating himself at this point. Like, he's literally saying, he's trying to appeal to Tyler at this point. If he said that shit to me, I'd be bro. And I'm flying through the monitor, man. He's gonna see a fist print come through his like monitor screen. Tyler says, no, but I might make an achievement trigger on loss as well, including retroactively. Okay, at least you get the achievement done, right? Okay, sure. And then the guy says, let me quote this because it's a bit longer. He said, gotcha, thank you for answering. Someone else responds and he joins in this conversation. He says, this causes people to quit and give up playing the game. I completed the run, but the cat with the item died on the boss. Quest failed. Please let people redo the quest. It's better game design. Don't punish players to resent their progress from a simple mistake. And someone else says, it's a fun item. Add it to the random item pool, please. And I have to ask, why are these side quest items not added to the item pools? And the short answer is, I ain't got a fucking clue, man. Because, like, if your argument's gonna be, well, it would be OP if we added it to the random pools, it would be simply too strong. You're stupid. Dude, that's what roguelike games are all about. If it's too strong, make it a quality 4 item, whatever shape that is in Mugenics. Because I know they got the dumbass shapes that are like, you know, oh, we got the red square, we got the blue square, we got the triangle, we got the circle. Listen, I don't care what shape is the quality for. Make it that shape then. If it's strong, make it that. And I know there's a passive in the game that unlocks later on where it essentially does the same thing. But like, brother, why is this item has a downside to it? It's like -2 to your speed or something. And all it lets you do, in case you're curious, all it lets you do is charm a non-boss enemy. And this is an enemy that joins your party, and it basically, it'll spawn in all future fights until its ass dies, right? Which, needless to say, isn't really that OP that exists in Isaac, man. You know, like, we get, like, Pokego or some shit. Hell, that spawns a fucking new guy every goddamn room. Or is it every room for Pokego? Don't quote me on that. Listen, 3 Dead Gods, by the way. Well, technically not 3 Dead Gods, but, you know, close enough. Listen, that thing exists in Isaac. And yeah, there's OP things you can get. I know that I can immediately think of the OP thing you can get in Mugenics, which is if you get the, what are they called? The daddy sharks, which are like a sewer exclusive enemy that insta-kills any enemies that ends its turn right in front of the shark. Which, wow, that's really OP, but you have to go sewers, and it's not like you can go to another route out. There isn't art keys in the game as far as I'm aware. It's not like you can go to another route. There's no point in locking an item away. Like, there's no point. The whole point of a roguelike is to get that power fantasy, to get the crazy combos. And there's a passive in the game that lets you essentially do the same thing. I think, albeit a little bit more gimped. Maybe they don't join your party or something. I couldn't remember. One of my friends was making this argument because I brought this up with my friends. One of them was defending Tyler, which his dumbass, don't get me started today. Don't get me started today. And then the other guy who actually plays the game was saying how there was like a gimped passive of it basically later down the line. Anyways, but he was on Tyler's side. He was like, that's a dumbass thing to say. But you know, why is it not an, imagine Epic Fetus. Imagine the challenge for Epic Fetus. You got to play with Epic Fetus, right? In this game. But you could only do it once, and if you failed it, you don't get to do it again. And even if you completed it, you don't unlock Epic Fetus. But don't worry, you have an item that's really similar. It's called Dr. Fetus. What's the problem? They're not the same thing. And anyways, you know, stack items together. I mean, okay, Epic Fetus, Dr. Fetus. Do they stack? Have I gotten Epic Fetus and Dr. Fetus before together? It probably, so what it probably does, Epic Fetus drops the normal missile and then a bomb spawns where it goes, right? If I had to guess, but I that might be my like subconscious telling me from the one time I've probably gotten it before. I can't fully remember because low-key, that's a rare ass combo. But that's the point, man. If you want to make the argument that'd be too OP to add to the game, especially early on as like a tutorial, like starter quest, those starter quests, you get them at like 10 hours in, bro. That's not even that early. Like, it's like you're starting to go into the mid-game. The mid-game's long, but like that ain't early or something. And it's like, it's the same thing for Isaac. Like, just make it a rare item then. Bro, you know how many times I get rare item combos? Yeah, I had a really OP build yesterday. That's because I know that, one, I know what the fuck I'm doing. And two, we got a really OP build that let me spawn fucking a bajillion items. Which, that's more of Crooked Penny and Infinity D6. Like, it's not because, oh, the items themselves were too strong. Yeah, it's hard to get those items together just naturally. I don't know. it's a stupid argument. Roguelikes are supposed to be about the power fantasy. They're supposed to be about building your crazy ass build. You know, they're supposed to be about the combos and shit. And if one item's really, really, really strong on its own and almost wins the run on its own, that's okay too. They exist in this game. Hell, you get them right off the fucking rip. Mom's Knife. Dude, it's the most OP item in this damn game. Like, okay, maybe you could make the argument, oh, no, Mom's Knife's not the most OP. Well, I think this is better. Like, you pick Sacred Heart, or you pick, like, Glitch Crown. Okay, first and foremost, I'm going to disagree with you. First and foremost, I think Mom's Knife is just boring, and that's where a lot of the stigma comes from. Mom's Knife is quite literally the most broken thing you can get in this game. I'm pretty sure because, dude, it just does too much damage. It insta-kills damn near everything you run into. I don't know, man. You can make the argument all you want. I don't agree with you fully because it's just not... It's really strong. But the point is, you know, you get that early on. It doesn't take away from the game. No, it's rare. You know how much I run into Mom's Knife? Almost never. And Mugenics has more items than Isaac. Like, it doesn't make sense, dude. Because there's like 5 fucking slots you can put items in. So there's like 20 million items in the game. It doesn't... I told you, I got rage baited by this, man. Because it's stupid. Sometimes I ask, how are you even making this game? Well, Tyler isn't the idea guy for Mugenics, so probably that's why. But, you know, Edmund... I'm about to go, guys. I'm about to start ranting. Damn it, man. I'm gonna relax. But recently, not even recently, when was Afterbirth Plus? It was a while ago. Ever since Afterbirth Plus, I feel like Edmunds gotten a little lost in the sauce as to what difficulty is supposed to be in video games. Because first and foremost, look at Afterbirth. Afterbirth was a fine DLC. It added a bunch of items. It added, was Afterbirth Ultra Greed? I don't know. Was it? I think so. Point being is, you know, Afterbirth was a great DLC. Afterbirth Plus was dog shit. It was awful. And I ain't even gonna sugarcoat it because anybody who played the game when that thing came out, you will agree with me because I know your ass will, because everybody collectively agreed. The Void Portal sucked, the sprite work was half-assed, and there was just questionable choices all along the board. And yeah, they reeled them back in and they nerfed the shit, and you know, it's not as ridiculous as it was back then. But like, understand, nothing has changed from that point on to now. You might be like, but Repentance was a great DLC. It added a bunch of stuff and it doesn't have bullshit difficulty. Well, it does sometimes, but you have to understand this. Repentance isn't Edmund's work. That's the Anti-Birth team. This is Repentance. 90% of what you think of Isaac nowadays and what you make, like what you think of Isaac as being cool, and it's like, wow, look at all this Isaac stuff. Oh, those are Anti-Birth items. Anti-Birth, think about it like Terraria Calamity, Mr. or Mrs. Terraria Calamity people in general. That's the equivalent of for what Isaac was, or Anti-Birth was to Isaac. Imagine they added Calamity, or Relogic, the Terraria dev team, added Calamity to the base game. That's what Repentance is. It's the Anti-Birth mod pack in the game. And sure, not every little thing in Anti-Birth is in this, but it's like 99%. And yeah, sure, Edmund made some calls, especially with some balance choices later down the line. But it's because, listen, some of the shit, man, Tainted Lazarus on release, you think he's bad now. He still is. You think he's bad now. Oh, brother, you should have seen him on release. But like, he was damn near unusable on release. Is crazy. But like, it wasn't Edmund's work. That's the whole thing. Maybe my goat's washed. I don't know, because listen, I am gonna sugarcoat it. I don't really like Mugenics because honestly, it's kind of like all the bad parts of a roguelike and not a lot of the good parts. Because yeah, some of the good parts are still there, like, you know, getting really OP. You can do that in Mugenics, but like, oh my god, it's so grindy to do it, dude. The breeding mechanics ass. I'm sorry, it's just ass. It's not fun. It literally takes a colossal amount of time, and there are no micromanagement tools at all for managing the cats other than these tags? Okay, give me a list of the cats, bro. I don't care, man. Oh, it would take away from the idea. So I think it was Tyler. It might have been Edmund. I don't know who made this one. There was also a post on Twitter where someone asked him, hey, can we ever get like a complete list of your cats in your house? So that way, you can filter through them easier. And one of their dumbasses said, no, because that would take away from the player's creativeness on how they're going to manage their cats and move them around the house. Bro, that is not creativeness. It's just tedium. And tedium is quite literally, the whole thing is there so it can be tedious. You have to sit there and move the cats room to room. You have to sit there and make a room where cats fight each other. You have to sit there and make a breeding room. And then you got to move dozens of cats around in the late game every fucking time you end a goddamn actual game, the actual game where you play, just so you can breed, so you can do another run. And this might take more time than your fucking run. That's not good. That's just stupid. It's boring, it's tedious, and it's actually shit game design. And I say this as nicely as I can, because like sometimes I'll be like, well, this is just my personal. No, this is not just my personal opinion. The breeding in Mugenics is horrible game design, and people are going to hate Mugenics down the line unless they change that, because it sucks. It's not fun. It's horrible. And dude, I don't even want to imagine what trying to do all 3 save files would even be like in that game, because it would be horrible. It would be horrible. I would basically, you would have to double my time spent in Isaac to do that. It is horrible. And half your time is going to be spent doing all the cat donation grindy nonsense and all the stupid moving the cats around the breed. And people are probably going to get quick at it later down the line, but dude, it's still tedious. Dude, it ain't fun. That's horrible. Now, the actual game, that's, this is opinionated stuff. Like, I can say the events really suck and they probably shouldn't be in the game. That's opinionated stuff. Listen, some of y'all will probably still try and defend the breeding game part of, like, Mugenics to me right now. That's because you still got your rose-tinted goggles on right now. They're like, oh, this is a new Edmund game. I'm super happy about this. Come to me in a year. Come to me in a year and tell me that. Because, like, unless they change it, unless they make a lot of quality of life changes, that shit's gonna suck. And it's probably gonna suck all the fun from playing the game and future runs for you from that. Because every time you play a run, you're gonna go, damn, I have to breed my cats now. That sucks. You know what I have to do to start a new run in Isaac? I hit the new run button and I pick my character. That's all I gotta do. There is no other, there's no other anything I have to do. It's stupid. It's like, oh, but Bill, you build up your cats and you can breed them how you want. Okay, so all this leads to down the line is you breeding your cats the same fucking way every time. You get them to their max stats, you go for the passes that you want to for the classes you want, and you just breed them. And then you gotta like micromanage it so they're not doing too much incest so you don't get the fucking horrible debuffs. And then you get to the actual game and you gotta hope your cats aren't completely destroyed by RNG, by the shit event system in the game. I'm sorry, I've been playing a lot of Slay the Spire too, and it really has just fucking opened my eyeballs as to how bad the event system is in fucking Mugenics. It's crazy. Like, the event system in Slay the Spire 2, it's perfect. It tells you what you want to know. It tells you what's going to happen. And there isn't any bullshit or shenanigans to it. They're not overly punishing. There isn't like guaranteed loss events. There isn't these vague posting as, well, your cat went into the hole and it might not come back. Okay, and then if I ignored the hole, it was gonna get like fucking deja vu or some shit, and my run was gonna get 90% worse. Yeah, bro, see, don't get me started on Mugenics. I could rant all fucking, this is only like a goddamn piece of the damn pie. This is one fucking little piece of the pie right now as to how much I could rant about Mugenics, because that shit pisses me off. I gotta hold my tongue though until like people actually start, realizing maybe the game ain't so nice or good as they maybe they're proclaiming it to be, because right now it's got the new game syndrome. People will defend that shit with a goddamn holy cross up, and they'll run the Inquisition on my ass. This right here, right now, I guarantee you someone's gonna be pissed. They're gonna be like, I don't agree with your opinion. I think you're just overly mad because you have skill issue. And you know what? Listen, look at my last run of my last run of Mugenics. That shit was not skill issue at the end. I'm having a great time in Slay the Spire. I haven't gotten mad at Slay the Spire once. Like, in my own time, I haven't even got mad. Like, yeah, there are some hard bosses. I will agree that Slay the Spire 2 isn't perfect as well. Some of the bosses are overtuned right now. There's the statue guy. There's the Three Stooges on Act 3. And right now, I still haven't beaten the test subject on Act 3, which, he's kind of ridiculous. But, like, it's not ruining my enjoyment of the game. I still get, like, 50 minutes of fun. In Mugenics, I get, like, 5 to 10. I get like 5 to 10 in Mugenics. So most of the game in Mugenics is just a slog. It's a slog. And it's like, the problem is there is such a good roguelike under there. There really is. There is such a good roguelike because you can see it. You can see the game design. You can see all these abilities, all these items, and all the crazy ass combos you can make. But it's like just out of reach. It's just out of reach, and it's plagued by fucking horrible game design, where it's like things have been made unnecessarily difficult because someone has a weird sense of difficulty in their video games, where it's like, well, it's not supposed to be fun. Shut up. Shut up. That's not... People don't come to video games to not have fun. And it's like, part of the fun in Isaac, for me right now, is completing the whole thing. But like, there are some things in the game, even now in Isaac, that just make me go, oh my god. And it's because of Edmunds' philosophy. Ultra hard. Do you think I really want to do ultra hard at this point after doing it fucking like 3 times in my life? No, I really fucking don't. I really don't, but I'm gonna get it done because I have more fun out of completing the game at this point. I'm gonna be so ecstatic. I'm gonna have a big smile on my face once it's all done. But I'm not gonna look back on it and be like, damn, yeah, that ultra hard really, that was an enlightening experience. Sometimes it really proves that you just gotta work for it. No, I'm gonna go, fuck ultra hard. I ain't playing that shit again. Just like I say about Tainted Lazarus. Until they change that shit, I know he won't, because they're pretty much done with Isaac at this point. We'll get a couple more little patches and stuff. Maybe we'll get another rework of something else here coming up soon. I don't know. But I'm not going to look back on that and be like, oh, well, I was really enlightened by that experience. No, I'm going to look back on that and be like, that was fucking stupid. Why is that even in the game? I'm even going to be nice about it in the future. I'm not going to be like, oh, well, I'm just going to be like, that shit sucked. It's actually the worst part of the game. Just don't do it. Like, unless you get a lot of enjoyment out of completing the game, like I did, or you're a completionist, whatever the fuck. Don't do it. It ain't worth. You know what you get out of Ultra Hard? It's a stupid ass reward. You get Child's Heart on Samson, which is dumb. It's stupid. But the worst part about fucking Tainted Lazarus is you gotta do it if you want to get Death Certificate, which is quite literally the best item in the game because it's any item in the game. So I don't know, man. Oh, but Bill, they're not just gonna give Death Certificate to you for free. Yeah, no shit. I've done like 35 other characters. I haven't done it for free. It's just this character gives me agony. It gives me agony to play. Sorry, ran over. I'm done. Sorry, that was probably one of my most fierce fucking rant videos I've ever done. Because, I just... Oh, bro, these rage bait comments they're making from the Mugenics team right now is fucking getting me... It's riling me up, dude. Because it makes me scared of, like, them touching repentance at all. Low-key, it makes me fucking scared of them touching repentance. Because, like, for right now... They've kind of they balance themselves on my rage scale towards Repentance Plus, because yes, the trinket update was very cool. I like it. I love it. I love that they gave a little bit of love to the lower quality items, although almost all of them are still about as equally useless still. I will say Hushy is good now. Hushy, the laughing stock of the game for fucking years upon years, it's now usable. It's great. But most of the other items, no. But the problem is they couldn't resist in fucking Repentance Plus. They had to nerf something. They couldn't just walk away without fucking nerfing something. No, they had to make Tainted Lost a bajillion times harder. And I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna be subtle about it. They made him a lot harder, especially for newer players. People who play Tainted Lost for the first time, they're gonna have a ungodly rougher time now with Tainted Lost. Because you can't rely on the convenient methods that existed before. Now you're just gonna have to hope that you get a good ass run where you get some of the other good shit that could perhaps defend your run. Book of Shadows ain't no more. Glowing Hourglass, say goodbye to your holy cards. I'm just saying, man. Anyways, rant's actually over now. I just had to go into it today. Like, listen, I don't know what's wrong with them. I really don't know what's wrong with them. I can't, dude. If I'm a game dev, I'm keeping my damn mouth shut. I'm a YouTuber though. I do the opposite of that. Keep your damn mouth shut, bro. Listen, however you want to design your game, whatever, but don't call people, like, don't basically mock them in their face like, well, it's supposed to be trivially easy. That's just stupid. Like, are you kidding? You're just gonna make your player base hate you, and then they're not gonna trust you later down the line when you start like saying, well, we decided to nerf this because we thought it was the data was showing. No, you know why they're gonna think you nerfed something? Because you thought that it was like too easy, and you want the players to not win because it's supposed to be hard. I'm just saying, bro. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, man. I ain't gonna be like some other YouTubers who sit here and be like, oh, well, I really respect the dev team and stuff. I do respect I respect what they did with Isaac. I ain't gonna respect what you say, though. I respect what they've done with Mugenics, too. It really does look like a great core game. I just can't get down with it, man, because there's too much wrong with it that's rage baity. But, you know, it's like, I do respect it. Isaac's one of my favorite games of all time. If you had to ask me, like, one of my favorite games of all time is, it's Isaac. But that's why I get critical about it, too. Because when you start saying weird shit, I'm gonna be like, what the hell is he, what are you talking about? But I ain't gonna be nice about it either, especially if you ain't being nice about it. I don't know. That's my opinion. Listen, I guarantee you someone's gonna be like, well, I think you just have skill issue, Mugenics. I've seen your runs. You play like shit. Yeah, the game just came out. Of course, I was not playing as good as you now who have played it for a month straight. Go outside. Go touch grass. Get out of here. Go touch grass. I swear, I don't know. Anyways, rant's actually over. No, we're talking about the game now. We're talking about this video game. Man, that was my heart, man. That came from the heart. That was everything I care about and love. No, I'm just joking. Listen, right now, what I love is Slay the Spire, guys. So I had a run yesterday in Slay the Spire 2. I've heard about it. I heard about this thing existing. I got this enchantment that you can get at the start of your fort. It's called Clone. And I didn't quite realize the full extent of what Clone really meant. So Clone is this like start of the act bonus you can get. That's basically, it's a relic, right? And you can pick a card in your deck and give it the Clone enchantment. Now, what that is essentially when you go to a rest site, you can hit this new button that shows up now because you got, you got your mend, or you got your, like, what is it called? Is it called mend? I don't know. You got your heal and then you got your mend, which you upgrade your cards with. And then you have a new button now. It's called your clone button. And whatever card you selected, when you hit that button, it's going to create a duplicate of it. Now, you might think, okay, well, that doesn't sound that crazy because it's just gonna be one card, right? Like every time you do it, you'll get one bonus card. Okay, cool. You can fill up your deck. That sounds nice. No. It doesn't just clone the first card. It clones all the cards. So every single copy of that card that you make from that point on, it exponentially grows. Imagine Crooked Penny if it never failed. That's what Clone is in Slay the Spire. It is so absolutely ridiculous. It's fucking insane. I mean, it is so comically overpowered. They're gonna nerf it. Listen, I'm enjoying it while it lasts. They're gonna nerf it. Rightfully so. This is one of the few times I say that, you know what, it probably needs nerfed. Because, listen, getting a lot of copies of a card in Slay the Spire is ridiculous. Because what happens a lot of the times is you end up start infinitely drawing cards because you put it on the right card. You can probably do something where it's like, it's a 0 energy cost card and it creates a copy of itself on its own. And then you keep doing it. Like imagine you get Claw or something, or you get like Anger and you copy that and you copy that and your entire hand is just anger. And then you get something that lets you draw cards for drawing cards. And then you draw another card and it's another anger and you're creating a copy and then your cards reshuffle and then you draw more anger. That's what happens. That sounds as ridiculous as it actually is. The way I just worded it, that's how ridiculous a Slay the Spire run gets when you start fucking stacking cards like that. Because it's really supposed to be hard to do that. Cloned makes that really trivially easy. That's trivially easy. Oh my god. It was crazy though, man. I duplicated a what did I duplicate? What was it? Hold on. I played a lot of Slay the Spire yesterday. I duplicated what was it? I was playing Regent. What was it? It was like it was a punch move on him. I didn't have the best card for it at the time. I had a punch move. What does it do again? I completely forget. I ended up actually losing that run because I didn't get deep enough into the run. But I did duplicate it 3 times, so like it was kind of insane. But what was it? It was a punch move for Regent. Guys, do you know what it is? Or Reagan? How do you say his name? Regent? Regent? R-E-G-E-N-T. Regent? I don't know. Point being, it was a punch move. I don't remember exactly what it was. I thought, well, that stacks to some degree. I can't remember what it did, though. It's all right. It's not a big deal. I did have some good runs yesterday. I've been trying to get all the characters to at least, get them to Ascension 1. That way, or Ascension 2. It's Ascension 1. That way, I can at least say, well, I've been a run with every character now. The game's hard, though. Sometimes it pimp slaps you right at the start. I've had a couple runs recently where it just pimp slapped me, bro. I was like, damn, why you gotta do that to me? Why you gotta do that to me? But unlike, Mugenics, I think it's pretty fair. Honestly, I think it's probably one of the more fair roguelikes you can play. Basically, everything's kind of in your control. It's just a matter of, did you make the right moves? It's a game where you actually have to sit there and think. Like, okay, that sounds really fucking elitist and, super gatekeepy. You have to sit there and, go for a minute and go, all right, I got to think about the future of my deck. Do I actually want to add another card to my deck, or do I want to keep my deck slim? It's moves like that where you got to actually think about, what future-proof moves are you doing, or just what future moves are you gonna make? Because that's gonna affect the future you run all the way to the very fucking end. So you got to be careful. And Isaac, I can be like a situation like, oh, I'll just pick up, I don't know. What's an item I have right now? Montezuma's Revenge. Oh, we'll just pick up Montezuma's Revenge. It doesn't really matter. In Slay the Spire, you can't really do that. You can't just pick up every single card you see. You can. Maybe you'll even get a deck that's based around the amount of cards that you have in your deck. But, you got to think about it, because a lot of the times you want to keep your deck slim, so you're drawing the cards you want more, But you could also go for a fat deck too. I had a card. I think it was on. Oh, who was it on? So I recently had a run. I think with it was with the Silent, and she was able to pull any of the other classes cards. And I don't remember who this was from. Maybe it was from Regent. Maybe it was from Ironclad, because I think it was orangish. Is a card that did damage based on how many cards I've drawn in this turn. And if I basically had cards, so I was drawing cards on purpose, so I could stack the damage on this card. It was pretty crazy. And then I had Shiv too, but I don't think the Shivs were stacking with it, because Silent, she had Shiv builds and stuff. The Shivs weren't making it. That wasn't counting as a draw. That was just counting as adding it to my hand, which is slightly different. But it was good. And then I also had I remember seeing a card one time towards the end of my run that did damage based on how many cards are in your draw pile or something. There's cards based around your, the fatness of your deck. It just seems like a lot of times you want to keep your deck kind of thin. I don't know. Good game though. I enjoy it. I have a great time. Mama Gertie. Wow, I'm surprised you hit me with the spikes. Mama Gertie. This is a boss that needs buff. Low-key, if they want to buff something, buff this damn boss. This boss is way too... Her ass is weak. So, if I recall, so this is an Afterbirth Plus boss, isn't it? Right? She used to be really strong on release. Ridiculously so. To the point that you were like, what the fuck is going on? Why is she like this? Yeah, if I recall, she used to be really ridiculously strong. Vice Sisters as well, by the way. So yeah, they nerf some of the bosses. Would you like to give me an item? Never does. I feel like our build's not that great right now. So someone yesterday said I used up all my luck. You were right. Listen, that shop was crazy. Guys, I didn't even finish my sentence when Schoolbag spawned. I was literally about to say, if Schoolbag spawns, and then Schoolbag literally manifested mid-sentence as I was saying that. That was fucking crazy. I'm just leaving this room. I ain't fighting Blastocyst. Get out of here. I could, but he's a pain in the ass. Oh, you just threw me. Throw him back in. Get him back in here. Okay, it's too shrimple. The game was literally just like, hey, you ran away from a boss? All right, here's 2 more. You ain't getting away that easily, boy. Okay, go over here. I didn't really want to bomb that, but it's all right. Got an arcade. Yeah, I think what we're missing right now is a little bit of tier rate. God damn it. We're missing a little bit of tier rate. It's making us a little weak, which isn't great. Kill this man. Kill these hands, too. Kill that man. Kill that hand. Heart. Don't mind if I do. We have a judgment here. I have this judgment as well. Oh, this is a bit more scary to play. Don't do what I do. It's unwise. Don't spawn a troll bomb, or I swear to God, you're gonna die. And I'm not gonna be the one that carries that act out. I guess I'd be an indirect cause, but that's not the same. Sir, can you pay out? He gave me treasure map. Whatever, I guess I'll take it. It's not really that good for me, but all right, come on. Come on. Are you for real? Sure, I guess I'll take this. Well, guys, what do? I got shafted. Hopefully get some HP. I'm actually having to play all these games right now because the game's kind of effing me. Come on, HP. Thank you. Although you only gave me half hearts, which is a little lame. What spawned the soul hearts? Wait, what? Guys, what happened? Immaculate. But how did that spawn the soul heart? What? Oh, that's right. Yep. It made a new noise, so I was a little confused as to what happened. So Immaculate spawns a soul heart if all your familiars have been maxed out. Which actually doesn't make sense. If all familiars... Oh, yeah, because... Do we have 2? You get 2, don't you? Caps at 5 familiars. Oh, it's counting the other familiars. I thought it meant just the angel. And it's not even 2, it's 5. So it's counting the other dudes. That's lame. So I'm not gonna be able to get Seraphim? I thought it just counted itself. So what happened here is, so think like Cambion. You know, you get hit, you spawn a familiar, right? And it'll spawn it from the devil pool. And I don't think there's a cap on... Well, there is a cap on how many you get, but there isn't a cap, like, on the familiars, right? Because you always get them. But what confuses me there is... It's counting my non-immaculate familiars as part of the capping familiars. So I guess it just doesn't... It doesn't stack. Has it always worked that way? I know that noise is new for the soul heart spawn. That's what confused me. I heard the noise, and I was like, what the hell was that? Why did a soul heart spawn with that noise? That was immaculate. Because we don't get it to proc like that normally. Ever since, like, they changed the noises and add a bunch of new noises for things. Huh. Very weird. I guess maybe it always worked like that. It's immaculate, though. It's like you never really think about it. Can we stop fighting the double bosses, by the way? Your boy is not enjoying this. Super secret? What do you got for me? The saucy wassy? Not the saucy wassy, bro. You bastard, man. I just wanted my angel at the very end. This is what you do to me. Why do you do this to me? I'm having to work for this run, guys. It ain't gonna hand it to me for free. All right, kill this man. I was talking about how great Kane is. The game had to give me a bad Kane run. Hey, it's not really bad. It's just average. It's very, very average. Uh-oh. Why am I not avoiding the tears? Oh my god, what? That one made a bit more sense as to why I'm not avoiding the tears. They all fired at the same time, bro. They're like, take aim! Fire! They're like the musket men on the line. All right, we're going up. Damn, I hope our chest is good. D8. Yes, sir. Let's go. That was a good one. That's good. Good job. I say good job like wait a minute. Was it worth? I don't think it was worth. It was not worth. I think we were better with our old stat. I saw D100. I was like, our items aren't that great. All in. Should not have gone all in. I mean, Isaac's Heart's pretty cool. You know? That's cool. Kill this man, please. Can I get another D100? Can I get another D100? This sucks. Damn, it's throwing the double bosses at me like crazy. It's like, are you sure you don't want to fight two bosses at the same time? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Damn, I should have kept with the build I had, guys. It was a blunder. They're saying the greed ended them. They're right, it did. The greed got me. It always does. Listen, it was a good idea on paper. I should have just been happy with the 10 fire rate. Or, sorry, not the 10 fire rate. What was our fire rate? It was good. I think it was 5 something, and then we had 10 damage, which was pretty damn good. It was just a straight up stat up, and my ass went, I want more. Do it again. Is it better? It's a monster's lung with damage. And spectral tears. I might be fine with this. Oh, wait, it's not spectral? Wait, it's pupilla duplex, isn't it? Yeah. Wait, what? It wasn't flying over those rocks. Huh? Well, let me go back to that real quick. Why was pupilla duplex not going over this? Oh, now it is. Guys, was that not hitting the rocks or was it... Huh? Is he... is he losing it? Or am I getting trolled? Am I being gaslit by the game?
Lemon party.
Lemon party. Okay. Do I D4 again? We ball. Ooh. Oh. Never mind. Well, it's Hemolacria. It's yeah. Really covers it here. It's something. I don't think it's necessarily horrible. It's just not necessarily great at the same time. Yeah. It's so bad. Oh my god, it's so bad. I mean, it has potential. Probably. Hearts, please. All right, we got a guy. Yeah. Maybe it's not that great. Listen. We have Wafer. We're taking half damage. It's like okay for now, but at the same time, I'm looking at this. It really isn't. The Holy Light looks so good, and the Hemolacria looks so good, and then there just is nothing else in the build, man. We're like the wrong range, too. Can you stop hitting me? I can't get you down fast enough to get you out of phase 2. Thank you. I just need to, like, nail him with the one Holy Light that we keep throwing out occasionally. Maybe we just D100 again. Honestly, I'm fishing for something good. This ain't it. It's like almost it, but it ain't it. This would get the job done in a pinch, but like, this isn't how I want to go out in the world. Okay, he's dead. Yeah, that's the tiny planet Hemolocria. The tiny planet Hemolocria is maybe not it. Book of Shadows, Toxic Shock. We just grab them all because low-key, on God. It's just what you gotta do. Okay, maybe the conjoin makes this a bit more tolerable. Wait a minute. We just lost everything. This the stock market just collapsed. Oh no, why'd you pop the D8? The greed, man. I was hoping for the double damage up. I can see forever. They're saying the greed is endless. They're correct. It is. And it is costing me the run. Not exactly. We haven't lost. It's making the run much harder. Bro just needs to chill out and stop. He needs to understand when like it's good enough. You just gotta sit back and be like, okay, maybe I won't be a millionaire, but I can still be like a a 10,000-aire. Oh my god. Can I get an item in here? Yes! Roll. No, you're green, man. Somebody get him back. Put him out back. Oh my god, it's green. I'm squandering. I just want. Can I succeed? Can I succeed, please? The game's handing me like little tidbits and bones, and I'm like, I keep asking for more. It's like, brother, I'm starving, and you're giving me like a singular pea. I need like the whole. I need the whole bowl of peas. This is horrible. All right, he's dead. D7 again, so hopefully we get a chest this time. You're gonna force the RNG to happen. God damn it, Jimmy. What am I gonna do with this? D4, believers, where were you when Tech X hit? Let's go. The quad shot Tech X with Holy Light. Wait a minute, is he goated? I almost kind of want to get out of this run. I'm not even gonna lie. While we're still ahead. Well, it works. I mean, you can't really look a gift horse in the mouth. It might not be the craziest build in the world, but if it gets the job done, it gets the job done. Oh, we have habit too, because we're charging up or something. We have something. Something charged me up. I'm not sure what did. I actually don't see habit. Oh, 4.5 volt. Duh. All right, that's the run. That wasn't as good of a run as yesterday. That was kind of hard to beat yesterday, though. Yesterday was good. Yes. Whenever I get caught mid-sentence predicting something, you know it's good. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I think you guys like a little bit of a struggle every now and again, and hopefully you didn't mind the rant post. Some of you guys will be like, "Oh, I want the rant post. I want the 1-hour rant about Mugenics." Jesus, why? Why do you want that? Listen, there's your like little tidbit. That's like 10% of my rage towards Mugenics. No, that's probably like 75%. That's like 75%. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed that, and I will see you guys on the next one.